All right, so let's take a look at this exam real quick. I'm going to do a preview. I'm going to pretend I'm a student. Let's see what happens. Okay, so you can read all of this. You have plenty of time to read all this. We want to convert to logarithmic form. And so I want you to enter this in using the math palette. So I'm going to be entering this expression. Wouldn't that be nice if I could just copy and paste it? But I can't. I can. Don't cheat like that, though. Here's how we do it instead. Using the math palette, I'm going to move it down so I can see my expression. 3x equals log. And then I'll use this little sub button to write the base of 4 arrow out before I put the 115. All right, so that's how we can get enter and insert equation. That's how we get the subscript of 4. All right, I have not finished. I have not entered everything in there, but let's move on to the next one. Suppose I want to enter this portion here, log base 4 of x over 3 equals 8. I'm going to go to the math palette. I am going to make sure I can see that expression. Log, use the little sub button to type the 4. And then I'm going to put parentheses and throw a fraction in the middle. So I'll use the n over m button to put x over 3, using my arrows on the keyboard as needed, equals 8. So we have fractions, we have radicals, superscripts for like squared, subscripts for our base of the logarithm. Let me see, what else do we have? Those ones are fairly straightforward. The interval equivalent for all real numbers. This is the fancy button that somebody found. What I was thinking for the answer, however, was negative infinity. So let's find our infinity. That's probably a miscellaneous. And I'm blind, so I don't see it. There it is. Negative infinity to infinity. So either one would be acceptable. The fancy R for the all real numbers or the interval notation. I do prefer the interval notation. As I'm trying to get my equation, I will use the math editor. Here it's right next to us. S equals 8,500. Parentheses 1 plus. Now you could use the fraction maker, or you could enter 0.045. Remember, we always change it into a decimal. We should change it into a decimal correctly, however. 0.045. Don't believe the lies I've put in this exam. And then a superscript for the exponent of 12t. And then insert the equation. That's a mistake. Right here is a mistake. So I will fix it in the statement of the exam. That's it. That's what I want you to do. Submit it. I did have a time limit on this, but I removed the time limit. You'll have 3 hours on the actual exam. Just make sure you're familiar with the equation editor. That's it. Good luck.